everybody, what's going on? Welcome back. This is a little awkward. So, last night I did the, my reaction to watching everything for the first time. I turned up the volume a little too loud on the video, so when I was talking in it, I actually had the same problem that I had for another reaction that I did, where you basically couldn't hear a fucking word what I said. So, we're just going to redo everything. And so, obviously, I've seen this content now. So basically, you're going to kind of get, instead of my initial reaction, which I'm not the most reactive guy, as you guys have come to learn. However, I'm going to give my thoughts similarly as how I gave my thoughts last night. I basically just removed that video. This will be the one that we're going to use. And yeah, you know what I mean? So, this, right now, next week, we are going to be getting the title update 4 for Monster Hunter Wilds. And title update 4 is going to bring Gogmazios and a bunch of other cool things. I saw that they actually are doing the Monster Hunter Showcase, so it's going to be covering Monster Hunter Stories 3 and Monster Hunter Wilds title update 4. So, really pumped for it. I'm super excited. I already liked the video, as you can see, because I watched it last night. But, we're going to watch it. Let's see, I'll give my thoughts as we go. And, kind of go from there. All right? So, and I need to drink my coffee, but I think it's a little too hot. All right. It's not too bad. Could have been worse. All right. So, let's do this. I tested the audio, so everything's going to be just fine, I believe. Okay? If it is too loud and you guys are watching, just let me know. Likewise, if it's too low, but I think we should be in the sweet spot. All right? Let's do this. Go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ryozo Tsujimoto, the Monster Hunter series producer, here to talk about a new title coming March 13th, 2026.
They got a real good camera.
Monster
I mean,
Hunter
look at this.
Stories 3, Twisted Reflections.
See all of his hair.
Along with sharing the latest about Monster Hunter Wilds, which is available now. Let's start things off with a video for Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection.
O sacred stone, join rider and spirit in unfailing kinship.
So what I was saying last night, I absolutely love this art style. I think it looks so good. Like, it's crisp, it's clean.
The process is threatened by what we call invasive
I was actually
monsters.
saying,
They endanger the ecosystem by trying to take
Pokemon should really step up their game. Because if Capcom's doing this, Pokemon should be doing graphics like this. Because this looks really good. Like, fucking so anime, man. It's literally anime as fuck, man. When I was watching that last night, I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? And since when is Rathian an endangered species? I don't really, I mean, I've killed plenty of them.
bolstering the population.
So maybe that's my bad.
Would you call it eco-restore?
Habitat restoration. This is no relationship of convenience. We understand them and create the right environment for them.
So that's kind of cool, though. So, again, I never played Stories 1 or 2, but I think it's kind of cool how they have these different, like, subtypes. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that this looks fantastic, though. Like, look at this. This is crazy fucking cool. That's what I'm saying. Like, if Pokemon could do something like this, they would be at the fucking top of the charts, man. Because right now, Monster Hunter Stories 3 is kicking everything's ass in terms of these graphics like this. I mean, I think that they look really fucking good. I'll tell you more about that, you know, in a minute here. But I used to do a lot of this work where I would use toon shaders. So, you know, just coming at it from an animator's, you know, point of view. This style became really popular, especially when anime started going a little bit more 3D animation. And what they would do is, so we would use, I did this in V-Ray, where I would render using, they would call it a toon shader, or cell shade, right? So basically, we would make our own cell shader from a toon shader, and it would give us this anime 3D look, you know what I mean? And I think it looks great. I mean, all the little animations, the wind and shit. Water looks great. Like, look at the hair.
These kind folks drove the thing up.
Look at the wind on the hair.
Who are they?
That looks awesome. So like what I was saying last night,
Hope you enjoyed that
I'm
video.
really into this. I actually think this is
We'd
pretty
like to
cool.
talk a bit more about the new systems we just showed.
Like, really, really cool. It's like Pokemon Go meets Monster Hunter, from what I could gather from it.
The protagonist is captain of a group called the Rangers. One of their duties is finding endangered species eggs in order to restore the ecosystem. With the crystal encroachment
I love it.
threatening the ecosystem,
I think that the
and
graphics
invasive
look
monsters run
stellar
amok,
in this game.
Rathalos are not the only species considered
Like, I am
endangered.
very happy with it.
Invasive monsters are incredibly strong, able to threaten other monsters and take over their territory.
Honestly,
Invasive
I
monsters'
wouldn't
territory
mind playing a
may
Monster Hunter
contain
game with
endangered
these types of
eggs.
graphics.
The Rangers find an
Like a
invasive
regular
monster
mainline
and
game.
hope to rescue an endangered species egg, but it won't be an easy task. Invasive monsters are incredibly strong.
Like, look at
They
this.
can't be beaten using normal battle tactics. Instead of slaying it, the Rangers will try to drive the invasive monster back to its den. Find out how to make an invasive monster retreat in this new twist on the classic Stories gameplay.
That's really cool, man.
Sneak into the invasive monster's den while it's sleeping, then grab the endangered egg and run for it. After
Like,
catching the monster,
this just
release
looks,
it
I
into
mean,
the
again,
wild,
like, it just
allowing
looks
it to
great.
Put down roots and rebuild the species.
Now, I never played Rise
When monster
Sunbreak, but if it
population
has
has been
similar
restored,
graphics to
their eggs can
this,
be found and hatched
then
into
I'd be
monster
plenty happy
pups.
with that. Like, I just think that this is, like, real. Again, it's crisp. It's really fucking crisp. Like, look, I mean, like, everything just sticks out. It's very, like, right there. Like, just right in your face. I mean, you know, I can't tell how it looks on the stream because I'm looking at my monitor here. It probably looks better on the stream, or more to, like, what I'm seeing. But on my OLED, this looks great. Like, it really looks fantastic.
Habitat restoration can be performed not only with endangered species, but with regular monsters as well. Hatching and releasing monsters into the wild will affect that area's ecosystem rank.
Hey, this is really
As
cool.
the ecosystem rank rises, eggs become easier to obtain, and monsties can hatch with special skills or genes.
I just, like, the fact that they call them monsties instead of monsters. Now, this is pretty cool. This dual element monsters.
Raising the ecosystem
This is pretty
rank
awesome.
Can even allow you to find monsters imbued with that area's element. Monsters
You know
with
what I mean?
area's
So, like, look at
element
this.
applied to them are called
Dread
dual
Queen
element monsters.
Rathian.
For example,
And there's a
monster which is
fire
normally thunder
Toby
may
Gadachi.
be influenced by the fire element of the area in which
Like, that's
it is
crazy.
hatched and be born
A
with
fire
feathers.
Toby Kadachi.
This even affects the
Or a
monsters
fire
appearance.
Chotacabra.
Monster
You know?
Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection.
I would love to
provides a
see
new
those
gameplay
types of,
cycle where you can protect monsters, preserve their
those types of
ecosystem, and truly
like
roleplay
changes and
as a
stuff,
ranger.
like were those like mixed monsters in a mainline
Exciting
game? I mean, why
relationship
not?
with the monsters
That's kinda
you
cool.
raise.
I'm sure people would have a fucking problem with that.
There are even special
I wouldn't.
monsters that
I
can
think that's
only be
cool.
obtained through habitat restoration.
I mean, this just looks so awesome. Hey, look at
I
that,
hope you
man.
enjoyed the introduction to habitat restoration.
Zinogre looks
Now,
insane.
we have one more special video to share.
Of course, they have Arkveld.
This monster isn't crystallized.
You damn right it ain't. Our boy looks pretty good. He's looking pretty good.
Chotacabra and Raydao from Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, get ready for Arkveld. We're especially proud of its kinship skill animation. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection releases on March 13th, 2026.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty. I don't know if I'm gonna play this game.
Engage in satisfying
Truthfully,
strategic
like
battles.
full disclosure, I don't know if I'm gonna play it.
Monsties in a
but
new way with
it
habitat
looks
restoration.
great.
We're confident we've created an even more fun
Like,
RPG
it looks
experience.
really fucking cool.
We'll reveal more details on
Like, I mean, like, look at this, right? Like, look at the. I love the way they look, man. I mean, like the color profiles here. I mean, granted, this is the cover, but I mean, even the cinematics looked really, really solid. I mean, this is beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, it's beautiful. Like, there's armor on this one, which is so cool. The characters look great. I mean, you know, like, this guy looks cool. Like, they all look really, really cool. You know, I'm sure plenty of people are gonna love this this girl in red over here, and this other chick with the wild hair, kind of like looks like a Gemma type deal. You know, I'm sure she's gonna have a lot of fans. But it's really cool though. You know what I mean? Like, again, like, it just, everything is crisp. It's not, and like, that's the word to use. It's crisp. You know what I mean? Like, it's clean. Like, it's very clear. Like, it looks high def. It's very, like, that's good. You know what I mean?
the
So
way
I'm down
the
for that.
release. So stay tuned.
Definitely down for that.
Now
Now,
introduce
for
what's in
the
store
main
for
shit
everyone
that we
in
need.
Monster Hunter Wilds 4th title update.
Oh, man. When I saw this shit,
First,
oh,
here's the
God.
latest video.
So fucking good, man.
Enjoy.
So fucking good.
I can't believe all of this. We're sitting right underneath the zoos.
A weapon? I thought they didn't have any.
The specter of war? You've got to be kidding me.
A giant?
Dude, he looks so good. So fucking good. Man, look at this. This is so fucking awesome. The laser.
Now we fight. Put your fears
All right, we got Nadia. She's got a cool looking bow gun. I just want to back it up real quick.
You've got to be kidding me.
Like, first off, look at how fucking huge it. Now, I've never played the old Monster Hunter games where he was featured. I only know what I've heard from Oceanus. Shout out to him. He's really cool. If you guys have not seen his videos and you're really into like Monster Hunter lore, and like learning about the ecology and stuff of the monsters, Oceanis is literally the man. Makes fantastic content. But like, I want to pause it right there. I mean, dude, look at this guy, man. Like, he looks so good. Like, I mean, again, I don't know how much detail he had in the old games, but like in this cinematic, which of course it is a cinematic, but like, look at this though, right? I mean, not only like the eye looks cool, the whole like front of the face, the spikes, all the little details in the teeth, man. Like, whoever got a chance to sculpt him on the team, they did a great job. Great job. And then like, look at this giant fucking cannon he's got. Which I think what I saw on the old design, he had a big Dragonator on his back, whereas this, it looks more like a laser cannon.
All units, positions.
Yeah, like look, a giant ass cannon. And then you know what I also think is kind of funny? I think it's funny how, or I think that this is going to be the tie-in, is that Gogmazios has been secretly living underneath Azuz and that whole area, right? And that's where all the oil's coming from. Imagine they take that angle where it's like, actually, he's been sleeping underneath the oil well basin and producing all the oil in the basin. That'd be really funny if that happened.
All units, eyes open. Don't get caught up in it.
Yeah, I mean, like, that's just really cool. Like, all the sludge and shit. And then, I mean, of course, Fabius is, you know, he's going to be in there. You're going to get to use him as a support hunter, which is, I mean, dude, anytime I can use Fabius, I use Fabius. He's just awesome. I love the anime, like, the gasp.
Now we fight! Put your fears aside!
Don't let your courage fail you now!
Yeah, so look, he's got this big cannon on his back. So basically, I'm guessing we're gonna have to see, like, look, that's like a laser cannon, you know? All right, let's just move on with my yapping. And then Jindahad, good old fucking Jindahad, man. Arch-tempered Jindahad.
It's about to attack!
I guess this is like Gogmazios' like ultimate attack, which I don't know if he flew in the old games. You guys tell me. But because he just seems really big to be able to fly. But again, you guys tell me. You know. Yeah, I mean, the fact that this shit comes out on Tuesday is awesome. Like, I gotta just get the thumbnail set, ready to go. Hell, I might even, like, I'm gonna try and get into work early that day so I can get the fuck home and we can play this. I love his sad face. I love the little face under his neck.
Gogmazios will appear.
That's the thing, man. I don't even think that this picture does him justice, but like, look at all this, right? He's got all these like, yeah, he's got spikes, but then it almost like, that looks like an anchor thing that's on him, and like all this sludge. It's almost like he's picked up all these random pieces of metal, you know? So of course, Gogmazios available to HR 100 plus hunters after completing the main mission, A First Cry.
Here in title update 4.
So this is going to be really good. It's going to be awesome.
A special quest in which you hunt with up to 4 hunters and 4 support hunters for a total of 8 characters.
I mean, it looks great.
Work alongside Nadia
It really
and
does.
Fabius to slay this fierce foe.
Now, I don't know. Now, Nadia. Is Nadia, you know, I mean, she looks familiar, but like, I don't know. Is she from 4 Ultimate? you know, or is she just kind of like a new hunter NPC that's here? Because she looks like somebody from 4 Ultimate, I think. You know, like, or at least it seems like she would be.
A permanent replayable.
Now, I don't like the armor. I was saying this last night. I mean, for the male armor, right? I like the chest. I like the gauntlets. I like the legs. But, like, the waist with this, like, webbing shit, I don't really understand why that's there, and I don't really like it. The helmet, I think, could use a lot of work. I'm not digging it. It looks almost too, like, it looks like New Udra with, like, the 4-eye thing going on, which I didn't really notice that Gogmazios had more than 2 eyes. The female armor, kind of same thing. Like, it looks nice, but, like, the face, like, it actually, like, you know, like, this like, webbing looks a little bit better on the female, I think. But then, like, the, you know, the face just looks silly. You know what it almost looks like? Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Which is bad. It's a bad... That's a horrible fucking thing to say.
Made available on the same day.
Same thing with the cat. I mean, the Palico, like, the weapon looks cool. Now, that's the thing. Like, the weapons look really nice, I think. But the actual... Like, I don't like when the cat becomes, like, a thing. This is, like, a weird, like, it's like a sarcophagus or, like, an Iron Maiden suit type thing. It's a little strange to me.
Materials
Now, the weapons look cool. Like, I like this Damascus pattern that's in there. And if it's going to have this blue, like this bluing here, I think that's pretty cool. It almost looks like it's blue and red. Like, that looks red on the greatsword here. Right? And then with the blue. I mean, I think it's cool. I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I hope that it glows and shit. Like, you know, when you charge us up, like, I hope, like, you know, it glows or does something cool. Now, I think that this is the Gogma Ardian greatsword, so it looks like Gogmazios' weapons are only going to be the Gogma Ardian weapons. So it's basically everyone's going to be forced to have a Gogma weapon in the end, which I know some people were hoping that the Gogma weapons would be separate and then Gogmazios would get his own weapons, his own weapon tree, but
can be used with
like, this looks pretty cool. This looks like the Charge Blade, if I had to guess, because it's too big to be a sword and shield, and it doesn't look like a lance.
weapons to...
The bow looks fucking awesome. All right, like, check out the bow. Like, that's really cool. I mean, a little silly, I guess, but, like, it does look pretty badass, though.
Create stronger Gogma Artian weapons.
All right, now here's kind of the cool part.
Artian weapons have one set bonus skill and one group skill.
Now, I understood this last night, so I can kind of explain this to you guys real quick.
Also amend the bonuses on fully reinforced Gogma Artian weapons.
All right, so let me just kind of break this down real fast. Because, like, I figured it out last night as I was going through the video.
To create stronger Gogma Artian
All right.
weapons.
So, when you have your Ardian weapon, right? So, let's just say you have this is it, right? This Varazana, right? So, you have the Varazana greatsword, right? With the thunder element. Okay, this is your Ardian weapon. Now, you get to choose with the Gogma materials. You could either do attack focus, affinity focus, attack focus, affinity focus, element focus. Then when you choose a tree, so they're going to choose affinity, I think.
Gogma Artian weapons have one set bonus
right?
skill.
So then you pay your money. Then it upgrades it, right? So it says, okay, cool. So now this is going to become an Ostrak Oblivion. Right, so it's a rarity 8. I don't know if it's going to boost a 6 or a 7 straight up to an 8. I have no idea. But it's going to make it a rarity 8. And it's going to activate these skills. Right, so your weapon will then say, so instead of it being the Varazana, it'll be the Ostrak Oblivion, right, in this case. You'll still have your same element infusion, affinity infusions, like all that kind of shit. Your same element. And then you'll get this little affinity focus thing underneath the element, and then here in the active skills, this is where it'll add those in. So, just so you see, okay? And it'll be random, which then you can re-roll, right? So, amending, right? So when you amend, right? So you can keep the bonuses or reset the bonuses. So these are the bonuses here. Right, so when you reinforce it, you're going to get the reinforcement bonus. It works very similarly to Safajiva. Okay, so...
Also amend the bonuses on fully reinforced
to a degree.
Gogmazios weapons.
Right, so let's just say this is what you have, right? So you reinforce it, let's say, so... Right, so you pay to reinforce it. Your sharpness maybe stays the same, but then you get your affinity boost, element boost, right? All this shit goes up, right? Cool. Now, if you reset,
the existing categories to...
so now if you reset, right, it's going to re-roll everything. So just like Safajiva, you can risk re-rolling everything, and you could even make out better than you did before. So this is where the gameplay loop is going to kind of come in, where you're going to put money into it, or you're going to fucking reset it, and then you're going to re-roll, and it's like a gambling game, you know? So you're going to gamble with the weapon a bit. But the good news is, once you kind of pick which tree you're kind of in that tree. I don't know if you could like completely reset it and go down a different path, but I don't know about that.
Unleash even more powerful bonuses. You can even expend some materials to re-roll your set bonus skill and group skill.
I think you can, though. So good old Jindahad.
The fourth Arch-Tempered monster, Arch-Tempered Jindahad, will appear.
Yeah, he's gonna be hard as fuck. Because he's already hard on like a 9-star tempered.
This will allow you to,
so I can only imagine this shit. And the armor, I mean, you know, it looks a little different, I guess. I didn't really notice a major difference, but it's a little different.
You can make your
looks a little bit more iced over
than before.
Now the Transcendence is cool. So you just get to increase the level, so you get more defense and all that, and you get to change the. You know what I mean?
New optional
so that's pretty cool.
added. These include high difficulty quests featuring multiple 9-star monsters.
Multiple 9 stars.
Get you
Jesus.
special nameplate rewards.
That is pretty cool, though. Those are cool nameplates. Hold on. This one's cool, man. What do you got? You got what's his face? Fucking Ray Dow. You got the fucking oh god. Why am I Dashiguma, and then you got Seregios, some good old Steve. And you got the Water Boys over here. You know, you got Bubble Boy and the Water Boys. Right. Yeah, so I mean like it definitely looks pretty cool. This one I think is probably the coolest. Oh, this one's pretty tasteful, I gotta say. The middle one with the Water Boys.
Special nameplate rewards.
That's pretty cool.
If you're confident in your skills, give them a
but
try.
yo, fighting both of them at the same time, that's wild. Fucking wild.
Which pit you against tempered 9-star monsters.
See, now this is pretty cool though, that you can just jump right in. You know what I mean?
Griffin, a great sword.
Alright, so you got a great sword support hunter, and then I think you're gonna have this chick here.
A
Yeah.
light bowgun wielder from Aurora unit.
Which is pretty cool. Light bowgun user who's a sport hunter, that's pretty good. Alright, so yeah, you're gonna get some free shit. So, you know, you get some free emotes, which I don't, I mean, you know, who cares?
A
to me.
character edit voucher and Palico edit voucher
Yeah,
will also
now,
be distributed free.
This is still stupid. I think that the voucher thing is kind of dumb, but if you think about it, when you change your character's look, you have to literally re-roll through the entire fucking thing. You know what I mean? So Like, you gotta reload all of your cutscenes, you gotta reload everything. The servers gotta get updated, so I do understand.
As well as those
I do
who
understand.
haven't, can use this as a second ticket.
But at least they give you tickets, you know?
DLC pack
Now, these
4
look kind of
will be
cool.
made
It looks cool. I wouldn't say that it's necessarily Monster Hunter. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, it's obviously super, like, fucking weird. But, I wouldn't do this. However, this armor does look kind of cool. This does look pretty cool. I'll say that. I do like this. Or, you know, you can maybe combine this with some stuff. Again, it's a little out there. The helmet's cool. I might actually use the helmet on that Gundam build that I had.
DLC Pack 4 will be made available as paid content.
I mean, that's kind of cool. This little, like, floating orb thing.
It would include...
The weapons are the coolest part of this DLC pack. Like, that's an awesome looking greatsword.
New layered weapons for each weapon.
This is fucking cool. You get like a black hole, like, plasma launcher thing with like a shield. That's sick. That's also pretty cool. And I like the hammer's cool. It's just like a big it's a big ball. It's a giant sphere. But I like this though, right? Like, sword and shield gets this it's almost like, it looks like an energy sword from Halo, like an energy shield, energy sword. The dual blades, like these arm, like, you know, like blades, which are cool. Guessing this is a lance as well. That might be the gun lance. Sword and shield's eating pretty good. You got a lightsaber with a shield, long sword. That's probably hunting horn here. Insect glaive, obviously. I do think that if you were gonna buy a cosmetic pack, this one's probably the one to buy. I think it has the coolest stuff out of all of them so far. Very different.
There will also be other DLC that is not included in the pack.
Of course, there's all this shit. I always like the balloons.
For a limited time, there will be quests that let you forge special equipment, farm heavy armor spheres, as well as a free challenge.
I think it's so
featuring
hard to
Arch
play
Emperor Jin Dong.
a heavy bowgun solo. To a degree.
Additionally, a permanent event quest to slay Gogmazios.
This is, I mean, dude, Gogmazios is fucking next level, man. Next fucking level. Now, this is actually kind of cool. I like this. And this kind of goes along, I'll say, I'll tell you later. Lumen Him. I do like it. It's cool. Like, I think that this is pretty nice. Food looks cool. All that shit looks cool. The armor looks great. Even the Sacred looks nice. I like this a lot. This one I like.
Release even more content too, including event quests, paid
I like the
DLC,
glasses.
and adding Nadia as including event quests.
I mean, listen. This is fucking weird. But I'm sure this is going to get some attention. Between Gemma and Alma.
Paid DLC.
Or if you're into, you know, if you're into our boy Eric over here. But, you know, these two, their shit looks fucking wild.
Nadia as a support hunter for a limited time.
Yeah, now Nadia's got to be from what you got, 4 Ultimate. And once again, the Diva, I'm just calling it. I called it last night. I called it 3 months ago. I called it practically, like, as soon as the Diva came on. This is probably going to be White Fatalis. If it is not, she's definitely going to be involved.
A dazzling grand hub awaits you.
And I want me some
Here are
white
the days
Vitalis.
when everything will be available.
All right.
Title Update 4
So
goes
we got
live on December
Gogmazios.
16th.
All
It
right.
includes
So
an additional monster.
real quick, December 16th, we got Title Update 4. We got Gogmazios, the Gogma weapons, or the Armor Transcendence. Advanced optional quests. Now, this is the cool part. We'll read about this in a minute. The various improvements in weapon balancing. So December 19th through the 14th is going to be that seasonal event. So I think that this one is worth getting in on. It's a Lumen Hymn thing, so definitely get on that. And then on Christmas Eve, so December 24th, you'll have Arch-Tempered Jin Dahad. So at least everybody will be home for the most part.
Gogmazios.
Hopefully you're off from work or school.
It also
And,
features new endgame content,
you know, you
such
could
as
grind some
Gogma
gear.
weapons, new advanced difficulty quests, weapon adjustments, and other improvements. Starting on December 19th, the winter seasonal event, Festival of Accord, Lumen Hymn, will be held. On December 24th, Arch-Tempered Jin Dahad will appear as a permanent event quest. Now, I'd like to talk about our update plans for 2026 and beyond.
All right.
Title Update 4 will be Monster Hunter Wilds' final major content update.
Okay, so this
that brings
is
with
the
it the
last
addition of
one.
a new monster to the game's roster.
All right, so this is basically the last title
We'd like to
update.
express our heartfelt thanks to those who have been playing since release, as well as those who started later. Thank you so much for playing our game. After December's Title Update 4, we will release a patch that increases the Steam version's stability, as well as a final update in February that adds the last Arch-Tempered monster. So, we hope you'll continue to enjoy Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, I'd like to talk more about what will be included in the February 2026 update.
All right, so I want to actually read this over with you guys.
In the update plan
after
for
he says
February
it.
2026,
Here, it's gonna pop up on the screen.
Arch-Tempered Arkveld will
Yo,
appear
this is gonna
as
be
the
fucking
final
cool, man.
Arch-Tempered monster.
Arch-Tempered Arkveld is gonna be
Also add the
wild.
winners of the original weapon and pendant design contest.
Okay, now this is actually pretty cool. So, Shatter Seal, right? So this greatsword. I mean, greatsword users are eating real fucking good here. But this sword is going extremely well in terms of matching with the Lumen Hymn armor, which is why I was saying, if you really want some nice armor, get in on that fucking Lumen Hymn armor, because that armor and this sword matches perfectly. So definitely get in on that shit. But I also didn't see this though. I didn't really look at this. So basically, Charge 1, it's a broken, like floating broken sword. Charge 2, it's a little bit more together, and then Charge 3, it combines like fully. That's pretty fucking cool. I didn't know it did that. I also like this. This little like emote thing, like how it's all like fractured and cracked. This is a great design. This is a fantastic design. So whoever came up with this, Nolan192, dude, fucking hats off to you, man. This is stellar.
Chosen from the many designs submitted by players. Moreover, there will be a collab to celebrate the release of Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection.
So I'm saying though, man. I mean, dude, like look at these graphics. It just looks great.
You'll be able to get a special pendant and Palico armor modeled after the protagonist's royal Palico, Rudy.
I think it looks good.
We'll reveal more information about the February update right before its release.
Right, so that's
please
February
look forward
18th.
to
So
it.
we got some time for Arch-Tempered Arkveld. Okay, so I want to actually just go over
Next,
this when
I'd like to
it comes
share an
up.
update for our hunters on PC. We would like to thank everyone who has shared feedback, especially by providing crash report information implemented with the October patch. We have received feedback from many players regarding the performance and stability of the Steam version. The development team has been looking closely at this to help inform our ongoing work in this area. To begin, several improvements arrived with free title update 4.
So I'll just run through this real quick here. So, big thing for title update 4. CPU, GPU optimization on all platforms. So, now granted, I was saying last night, I went from Battlefield 6, which is a war simulator, basically, to Monster Hunter Wilds. And I was like kind of taken aback by the graphical shift. However, I noticed, right, I was like, oh my god, like this game looks terrible. But then, you know, the more I started playing, I was like, okay, like I'm used to the graphics now. It's actually really nice. But I've noticed something. The longer I played Wilds, because I have Xbox Series X, longer I played Wilds for, once they hit about like the 30-minute mark, 40-minute mark, I noticed the whole game got smoother. So I don't know if that's something that, you know, it's caching everything. Like, I don't know what they did in the prior updates. I have no idea. But what I could say here is that, let's read this, right? So GPU, CPU optimization, right? So they're looking at all platforms. So optimizing processing time through adjustments to frame processing, collision detection, and the number of simultaneous effects. So every time the weather switches, right, there's always a dramatic drop in performance. It is fucking terrible, especially during like the storm and shit. Your frames tank, even on performance mode. No matter like what I do, at least on console, it fucking sucks. Now again, being that I've worked on games, being that I am an animator, right, the thing is that, or at least, you know, doing other things now, but it was a predominant part of my life. Yeah, I mean, this kind of shit, I wasn't really involved in this. I was more so the make it look pretty, make it work kind of guy. Like, you know, make it look nice. However, a lot of work goes into this. So, being that we're living in a modern age here where we can update games and everything, I don't necessarily mind them doing these updates. You know, some people say, oh, you know, these days a game can't ship complete. I'm 100% with you. You're paying $70 for a game. It should be playable and smooth and nice. But with the, with the graphical challenges and with the load on our machines and everything, I mean, I completely understand. Like, I totally get that they want to keep patching and updating the game because, I mean, look, you know, we'll have a higher quality product in the end. But I'm just hoping that this Title 4 update drastically improves everybody's performance. I would actually even ask if they added more, right? So like this additional optimization over here in February, I hope that they actually like allow some different quality levels on console as well. So let's get back to this Title Update 4 optimization. So all this kind of shit, the optimizing processing times and all that, that's great. Lowering GPU, CPU load by reducing unnecessary processes. They should definitely improve on that. One of the biggest things that I've noticed is like the grain effect. Like they put almost like a film grain effect over the entire game, like over the whole camera. I almost would say like, dude, just get rid of that. Or give us the option to get rid of that. You would probably see a lot of improvement. Implementing more than 100 processing improvements focused on players, monsters, sacreds, palicos, NPCs, graphical user interfaces, GUI, effects, and environmental features. This is pretty big. Because if they are focusing on certain things that they are noticing are completely fucking the game, this should, in theory, help to unfuck the game. All right, so I'm looking forward to Tuesday What I might even say is I may uninstall the game and reinstall it. That's actually something on console. I don't know if you would recommend that on PC, but I would even say, like, if you find that you are not seeing things working out well, or if you're getting different bugs, even on console, I would say uninstall the whole game, reinstall it, and see if that improves it. So there's that. Now, January optimization. This is all PC focused now for January, so my PC people. Optimization of PC-specific processes and addition of options and presets to reduce processing load. So this is pretty cool. So they're going to do same kind of thing, right? So they're probably going to look at this title update 4, see what happened. Okay. Then they'll optimize it further for PC, right? So more optimization, adding new graphics and CPU settings, as well as new presets, providing additional options to reduce processing load. So if they do this, this is pretty good, right? So new presets, all that kind of shit. I almost wish that they brought that to console as well, but they might, they might. Improving shader compilation processes. So this is actually another big thing that we found, is that on PC, sometimes you got to almost like delete your shader cache and then have the game rebuild the fucking shaders. It really stupid, but VRAM usage improvements, that's good. So if you have a lesser card, I have a 3060 in my new machine. It's funny, I dropped probably I have all the best components in my new PC that I'm on right now that I'm streaming, except the graphics card, because it's ridiculous the fact that these graphics cards cost $3,000. Fuck that. So if they could do something to help improve that, that'd be nice. Especially for everybody else who plays on PC, you know what I mean? I play on Xbox, but, high-resolution texture pack improvements. So that's good. If they can improve that, that's great. And then the additional optimizations, adding level of detail, quality levels to the polygon mesh for 3D models. That's pretty good. Because if you don't mind looking at a slightly shittier quality monster, then that February update could be good. So we'll just let them kind of run through it real quick, even though I just went over it, but
We are also investigating the possibility of additional improvements for the update planned in February. For detailed information about these improvements, please check our official website or social media channels for updates. Thank you for your continued feedback and support. The team is in the final stages of checks to ensure these changes improve the
Now,
overall
I gotta say,
experience
I
without
do
adversely affecting
believe
some existing
that
hardware
the Monster Hunter
configurations.
team
We
is
apologize for the time it has taken to address these
trying.
issues, but we ask that you wait just a little longer. We are committed to making improvements to ensure a great experience for all players.
Yep.
Thank you for your continued support.
Now, here's the thing, right? I don't know if I trust, let's say the Resident Evil team, or that I trust the Dragon's Dogma team. But the Monster Hunter team has showed through interviews and what they do and doing what they promise. I genuinely think that they are upset that the game has performed this poorly. Performed, whatever the fuck I just said. I think that they do kind of regret that it's performed this poorly. I would say that I trust them over a lot of other teams. I do think that they're trying to do the best for the players. With that said, hopefully they don't really have a choice. They have to get this game dialed in before the next paid DLC. This game needs to run perfectly before that next paid DLC comes out. So when we get the Iceborne equivalent, that Master Rank, G Rank DLC, this game should be peak performance. Everything should be working flawlessly. If it's not, then you're basically going to see the same dip that you saw with this, right? So the base game, right? It's like, okay, cool, spiked, right? Sales spiked first month, second month, straight down. So they sold like 10 million copies right at the start, and then they really haven't sold too much since. And that is because of this. Because of the performance of the fucking game. Okay, like that's the biggest problem. The performance, and I mean, like, look, people were complaining about the difficulty, blah, 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 blah. Now the game is so fucking hard that people are like, oh man, it's too hard. The monsters are too hard. Okay, cool. So you guys complained that the monsters weren't hard enough because they started you out on fucking easy mode, and now they turned up the heat, and people are now being like, oh my god, the monsters are too hard, blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, fucking pick a lane. Pick a fucking lane. Okay, like, I am not a Monster Hunter expert. I have not played all of the old games. I started in World. World was my first game. This is my second game. I thought that World's difficulty was just fine, you know, and this game, I mean, listen, dude, Gore Magala, even base Gore, non-tempered base Gore Magala kicked my fucking ass. Okay, kicked my ass. I still don't have his weapons, simply because it kicked my ass and I just don't want to fuck with him. So I would just say to you guys who think that the game is still too fucking easy, or that now you're complaining it's too hard, bro, you know what? They listened to you, they made it harder, they turned up the heat. Master rank is gonna be nuts. Nuts. That's also why they're doing all this, like, weapon augment shit, armor augment shit, because, yo, they turned up the heat so fucking much that the next expansion that they release is going to literally fuck us. Okay, that's it. Next.
Excited to announce that a new Latin
Look at
American
this.
Spanish voice option
¿Dónde
will
está la
come to
biblioteca?
Monster Hunter Wilds in the upcoming February update.
Los pantalones con queso.
un buen lugar, podemos comenzar a preparar todo para salir. Y podremos
Todo para salir. I took like 5 years of Spanish, and that shit just went whoop.
Gracias, señor.
I learned more
This
Spanish
edition, you'll be able to enjoy in-game
working
cutscenes
with
and
people
character
speaking
voices
Spanish than I
dubbed
did in
Latin
Spanish class.
American Spanish. Please stay tuned to our official channels for more information. Hasta pronto.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much for your time today. Monster Hunter Stories 3 Twisted Reflection, the latest entry in the Monster Hunter Stories series, will be released on
Again,
March
this looks
13th.
beautiful, man.
And we
That
hope
looks really
that you all
nice.
continue playing Monster Hunter Wilds
Really
in
fucking
anticipation
nice.
of the release of Title Update 4 on December 16th. Please have a wonderful
Yo,
start to the new year while enjoying
Tuesday,
Title
literally
Update
2
4.
days, this shit drops. Insane.
Even more Monster
Insane.
Hunter content awaits you in 2026.
That it does. That it does.
And with that, see you again.
I'm actually surprised he didn't do the fist bump thing. All right, cool. So, actually, let me see here. It popped up yesterday. It's not going to pop up this time, I see. Again, if you guys want to learn more about, like, the ecology and stuff in Monster Hunter, Oceanas, which I don't see. It's either Oceans, Oceanas. I think it's Oceanas. Great, you know, great content. Let me just type in here, Monster Hunter Wilds. Just want to go to the website real quick. Let's see. So we'll just, let's just scroll down here. It should pop up. Here it is. So just, you know, again, we just watched the entire video. Here's the super cool, thumbnail that I used. That actually looks pretty cool. Right there. I mean, that still frame right there is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Now, Nadia, I'm actually, okay, hold on. Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Hunters. Let's see. Let's see. Where's the characters? Characters. These are all monsters. I want the fucking characters. For ultimate NPCs. How about we try that? All right. Oh, yep, there she is. So Nadia. All right. Well, there you go, right, guys? Which I'm sure we'll be seeing Julius as well. Like, all these guys I'm sure we'll be seeing, because we have Gemma. So they confirmed Gemma. Nadia. So here's Nadia. Yeah, look, she's got that same bow gun. She's Ace Gunner. Yeah, so Nadia Ace Gunner. I guess that's what they called her, because he was, fucking, what's his name? Fabius was Ace Lancer. So you had Ace Lancer, and then you had Ace Gunner. So Nadia is now in the game. So that's pretty cool. Ace Commander, let's see. She is one of the few people that actually truly understand the Ace Commander's mood and feelings, making some call her the Ace Commander's big sister. I'm guessing this is Ace Commander Julius. He looks pretty fucking cool, man. I like his armor. Some badass shit. We'll probably get that, too. I wouldn't be surprised if he came in the master rank. You know what I mean? Like, he might pop up in G rank. Master rank, G rank, whatever. But yeah, I mean, basically Wilds, it pretty much is confirmed now at this point that Wilds is just like a spiritual successor to 4 Ultimate, which also kind of tells me that White Fatalis is going to be the final boss of the game. Which would be really cool. So, it's awesome. Nadia's here. I don't know much about her character, but it is a welcomed addition. I always like when old characters pop up. So that's really cool. Again, just looking at the weapons and stuff. You know, I do like this Damascus bluing kind of thing. Like, I even have like a bunch of dice, like my D&D dice and shit that have this kind of, you know, marbled look to it. So that's really cool. Jin the Hod, once again. It looks like the armor is just a little bit more frosty. You know what I mean? Like, there's a little bit more frost on there. As opposed to the regular armor that's more like just metal. Like, this looks like it's like a frosted, icy metal. So that's kind of cool. We get these new support hunters. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, I mean, we pretty much went over everything. Like I was saying, I mean, if you guys look at the armor, like, this is the armor, right? So this shit matches perfectly with that, the mirror greatsword, the shatter, whatever the fuck they named it. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. And like I said, I do trust that they're going to do right by the players and fix the game and make sure that it's running 100%, you know, at least before that next master rank expansion comes out. But anyway, though, very cool, very fun. And like I said, I didn't know anything about Monster Hunter Stories, but Stories 3 looks really, really interesting. So, I might watch a Let's Play or something on it. I don't know if I would buy the game. It's just another thing for me to play. But, you know, so that's all good. Anyway, guys, that's it for Monster Hunter. Let me know your thoughts. Where do you think that the game's going? You know, like, let's reconvene and kind of talk about that. You know, how do you think, you know, are you happy with the plan that they have laid out? Like, the future of the game here? Let me know. And then, yeah, we'll be playing the update on Tuesday. So, I will set up the stream time and everything for that, get on the schedule so we could play together. If you have not joined my guild, the My Hunter card, like My Hunter ID and my guild ID is in the description of the video. So send a request and I will add you in. as soon as I get back on Monster Hunter. I'll probably play tomorrow, just to mess around with a few more builds before we have to fight Gogmazios. But yeah, so definitely send me a friend request on there, no matter what console you play on, and request to join the guild. I will get you in as soon as I can. And yeah, so thanks again, guys. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I hope you have a fantastic day, night, wherever you are. Take care. Love you.